So I'm John Nikas, I'm the author of Rule Britannia, and I'm here at the Black Hawk Museum in Danville, California, talking about the book. It's a really incredible story and one that I don't think has ever been told before, but it basically goes over how the British motor industry helped save the country after World War II when it desperately needed export dollars to survive. It talks about how this ragtag small group of companies that were really men in sheds banded together and sold their cars overseas, earning the money that the country needed to survive. You know, one of the things I do is I'm the director of the British Sports Car Hall of Fame. We want to not only perpetuate British sports cars going into the future, but we want to celebrate the people that were involved. And for me, you know, it's really about the personalities, it's really about the history, because unlike cars from a lot of other countries that are built by real companies and conglomerates with engineers and people that knew things, most British cars were kind of hand-assembled and really handcrafted by people that really liked what they were doing. And so that underdog story appealed to me. And I think by continuing to drive the cars, we can share that history with other people. You know, most of the young people today don't realize how much was sacrificed during the war. I mean, Britain endured rationing of food up until the mid-50s. I mean, this was a country that, you know, presumably won the war, but actually was much worse off than Italy and Germany and Japan. So, you know, I think that story is something that should be shared and should be celebrated because it's something that everyone can take pride in. You know, when I was a young man, it was really easy to be in British cars because my dad forbid anyone from driving anything that was built in Italy, Germany, or Japan. So I really didn't have any choice. But as I got older, I realized that there was something about British cars that spoke to me, and that was really the underdog story. So the first car I learned to drive in was a car that my dad bought new, and it was a 1966 TR4A. Growing up in Southern California, and particularly Huntington Beach, that first time when you get your driver's license at 16 and you put the top down and you head out on PCH and you have somebody next to you of the opposite sex really kind of sealed the deal for me. Because, you know, despite the fact that you had this pervasive smell of gasoline and she wondered if the car was going to catch fire at any moment, to me, it represented life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's really what cars represented when I was that age.